Hello once again, internet, and welcome to a not so daily internet video capture when I've got something to rant, rave or generally talk about. And today I'm talking about the mandatory work program. Oh, I know you're bored of hearing about it. When once I thought that the mandatory work program was in fact against our human rights, kind of slavery really. I mean, let's think about it. It's slavery. There's no other way of saying it, really. For most people, it's slavery. I'm going to be using it to my advantage. This time, there's actually a reason to do it. And I'm still being forced to do it, even though I've got a job. And I think that, well, I shouldn't have been. But, yeah, I am. So, that's the problem here. But saying that, let's be honest, in order to get this job I'm getting, which I've got, in order to secure it, right, and to keep it, right, I need 2 references or they won't give me a contract. I've said this before, but it looks like that I'm going to be able to get those 2 references now. When I say looks like, it's pretty much 90% sure that I'm going to have the 2 references I need. So I've definitely got a job now. And that's weird. And it starts on Monday. Yeah. And I've been thinking, the closer it gets to me working for Sky. The closer it gets to me working for Sky, the more I'm not going to want to do this Tiavan thing. The more I'm going to think, well, what's the point in going in? But I got to force myself to do it. And the reason I've got to force myself to do it, even though I'm not getting paid, I'm hoping that the people there are nice, so it's easy. That we'll see. And the reason I got to force myself is because if I leave before it's up, I probably won't get a reference. Also, by the start of my actual employment or my training, which is going to start in February, the start of I'm getting paid for, I've already said this, but I'm getting paid for it, which is awesome. At the start of my training, I'm probably only going to have 1 reference. The second reference, I'm only going to be able to secure that after I finished working for Tiavan, which is that's where I'm falling down a bit, because the problem being is that if I'm not really registered with the company, and this is like not a registration, will they give me a reference? Because if they don't, then I don't see any point in doing it. That's where we're going for. So on Monday, that's what I'm going to discuss. I'm going to discuss and say, am I going to get a reference? Because if I'm not, then fuck the money, the dole. I'm going to take the time off before I go to work. And I'm going to tell Mum that as well. And I say, look, I'm getting paid. Is it alright if I just skip the dole and I lend money off you until I get paid by whatever, and then I pay it back to you? Because they might say no, and if they do, they do, and then I'll have to put up with it. But the thing is, I don't want to do it if I don't get a reference, because the only thing I'm going to get out of it is that, you know, and I'm not going to do something when I don't have to do it, you know, because I'm signing off the dole on the next time I sign. I'll be signing off for February the 1st, and also I might even be able to get a handout from the dole for securing employment, because they do that, you know, to make it easier on you before you get your next payment. So I'm going to look into that, and I might be able to get some extra money from the Social Security for securing your job. So that'll be nice. I don't know if they still do it. It's like a one-off payment of like, I think it's like a one-off payment of £200. that you get, as well as your gyro, to give you enough money to be able to live until you get your first wage packet. And I'm hoping that still applies, because if it doesn't apply, then it don't really matter, but I'd like it. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to have money when I'm going to work, so that I can get lunch and stuff, and pay for the travel that I'm going to have to pay for. Basically, I'm going to be getting myself 2 weekly tickets that I'll use consecutively, and that way I know that I've got the travel, because it's fortnightly. I get paid fortnightly, and it goes into my bank account. Also, apparently, I've got to get a weekly bus ticket to go to this place. So I'm also going to have free bus travel for Saturday and Sunday as well, all around Barry, which is awesome. I'd say. Be like free bus travel. As for my weight, I can't wait to get it off, because the last couple of weeks I've had problems with my legs, which stem from sitting down too much and not exercising. It's causing some of my muscles to become tense and just tense and painful, really. But that's not the only reason why I want to lose weight. The reason I want to lose weight is because I got money coming now, and I'll be able to kit myself out the way that I've always wanted to kit myself out. Basically, I'm not going to wear it all the time, but it'd be really nice to have the wardrobe, in my wardrobe. Basically, it's a 3-piece suit with a trench coat and a trilby hat, because I've always wanted to dress like a 1920s gangster, but I've never had the money, resources, or the size to be able to pull it off. I might even go the whole hog and get the shoes as well. I suppose once I got the money rolling in, I'll be able to just live out all my fantasies, all my little wins and prayers and things that I've wanted to do, but never had the money to be able to do it. Like playing the banjo. I don't know why. I've just been fascinated with greengrass music recently and wanted to pick up the banjo, but firstly, I didn't have the money to be able to afford a banjo and not care about buying it, Like, I could afford it, a banjo, but if I bought a banjo, I'd be able to do nothing else, including not pay my bills, which would be a really, really bad idea. And that's another thing. Before I do anything connected to my dreams in any way, I'm going to pay off all my bills. I'm going to get into the black again. And that way, oh yeah, and I'm going to get a pension as well. Decided that I've definitely, even if I get a workplace pension, I'm still going to do a private pension, because I'm going to make sure I'm okay for the future, because it's coming up on me fast, and I've got to have money when I retire at 65, if I even reach that age. So we'll see. And the last thing I wanted to say was, I'm going to try to vlog as much as I can when I got stuff to talk about, really. And I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, but I'm going to try to keep as much content coming on my channel as I can. But it's going to be difficult, and I don't think it's ever going to take off. I don't think I'm ever going to have a YouTube channel where I can just give up my job. I'm always going to be working, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind, because it's really a hobby, to be honest. So anyway, I suppose that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for watching. Give me some thumbs up, love. Subscribe for more. Share with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time.